Backyard bee farming is very possible even in an urban center. We have various beehives, as you can see. We have basically the common one, which is the Kenyan top bar hive. It is called the Kenyan top bar hive because it originated from Kenya, and then it uses top bars. These are the top bars that we are talking about. The bees usually like it because it easily multiplies and it is easy to build up. This is how the bees build the comb. This is sealed honey, mature honey. So when we are harvesting this, we basically use our hive tool. It's a knife which is multi-purpose. We cut off this comb. We either put it in and get it for me. We either put it in a honey press. We either put it in a honey press and squeeze out the honey, or we use a bucket. If you don't have the honey press, use a bucket, cut it off, put it in a bucket, smash it with a mingling stick, and then pour it on the sieve plus a bucket. Then in the morning you'll find when your honey has been filtered down and the combs are up. So this one is just for a basic bee farmer. Anybody can manage it without like advanced skills in beekeeping, and it is a very friendly hive. So it is harvested specifically like two times in a year because we destroy the entire comb. So the bees have to rebuild the system for them to start again making honey. I usually tell people that they have an average production of 17 kilos. Yeah, because if you really did like the supplement, like you see down there, you do the bee supplement, the bees don't have to struggle to find pollen, to find nectar, then they will give you exactly the production that you need. So someone will argue that it cannot produce 17 kilos, but I urge them to come and learn from us how we are doing it. And then this hive has multi-purpose functions that it can perform. We use like a pollen. We can also collect pollen from it. Just fix it at the entrance. Put some nails. Fix it at the entrance. You'll find that we have reduced these holes to like a very small, very small holes. But the bees have to enter their house because it is their house. So they will have to fix themselves through this to enter the house. Then in the process, the pollen that they are carrying on their legs will fall off, and it is collected below here. From here we shall just pour our pollen into the tin, and this is the pollen that has already been collected. As you can see, this is 250 grams, but with time it will keep losing moisture as it overstays. So that is one product that we get from a Kenyan top bar. And then we also have propolis. We have propolis that we get out of the hive. This is raw propolis that has been collected from the hive. So what is the use of propolis? How do the bees acquire propolis? The bees go on trees and find that sap. They find that sap, that gum that the trees produce, which is already medicinal. They bring it when it is already medicinal. Then they add in wax which is squeezed from their bodies. Then they also add in a component of enzymes, which is the bee venom. So it becomes very medicinal. What do the bees use the propolis for? They use it for like sealing any unnecessary space on the hive, just like the way you see here. Even when you are going to harvest and you're going to lift off this box, you cannot just lift it up with your bare hands. You need like a hive tool to force it open because they have sealed it with this gum. And then the bees use it like as a sanitizer for themselves as well. You know, they move in very dirty environments. and they have to come back into the hive. They don't just enter. That's why you find mostly this gum is at the entrance inside the hive. So they go through this gum just to sanitize their legs, so that they are not like they have not brought in infections into the hive. Then if some object which is big enters the hive, for example like a lizard, like a caterpillar, and they are able to kill it, they cannot lift it outside. What they will do, they will seal it with this propolis so that it does not rot into the hive to create infections in the hive, but instead dry up within this gum without causing any harm to the hive. And then the bees also use it as their medicine. When they also fall sick, they use it for treating themselves. So what do we use propolis? What is it used for in humans? Propolis is a very good medicine for humans. One, for healing wounds. If you get like a fresh cut on your body, you can always pour this propolis tincture. This tincture is squeezed. It is squeezed from this gum. It is melted using different methods. So you put it on your wound and your wound will dry up. You have a sore throat, you have flu, you have cough that is still starting or it has been there. You can use it by pressing 2 drops on your tongue 3 to 2 times a day. Then your cough and cold will also heal. People who have ulcers, since it heals wounds, and ulcers are wounds in the stomach, so it is also good for healing ulcers. And for ladies in cosmetics, those who want to remove like pimples, rashes from their skin, get some cotton, put in some water, put like some drops of propolis, and cleanse like 2 times a day, every morning and every night when you're going to bed. Very soon your pimples will dry up and you'll have a very clear skin. So propolis is also used in people who have like a diabetes and pressure. In pressure, since it is a blood thinner, it dilutes your blood. So when your vessels are blocked up and like the propolis dilutes the blood, it will easily go through the blocked vessels without you feeling much pain. And for people who are diabetic, it regulates your blood sugars so that they can stay at a level that a body can accommodate. So that is propolis. Then our pollen here is collected. It is very nutritious. If you have like a nutrition deficiency, you can always use this propolis to boost up your immunity. It is very high protein content that you can always use. Like for people who are advanced in age and they are selective in their diet, so they need this to supplement on their diet. How do you use it? You can put like a spoon in your soup. You can put it in porridge and drink it. You can put it in yogurt. You can put it in anything, any food that you eat, so that you keep like boosting your body using this pollen. So let's look at the Langstroth beehive. Langstroth beehive, I usually encourage like people who really have a passion in bee farming to use it, because for it requires more of advanced skills, and if you have the passion, then you'll have that time to learn how it works. Then it is very productive. You can harvest it like 3 to 4 times a year because of the technology. Remember, our Kenyan top bar is harvested like 2 times in a year, so this one is slightly different. How is it different? The frames where the bees build their honey is very different. So this is how a frame looks like in a Langstroth beehive. What you see here is honey, that it is dark honey because of the vegetation where the bees got the forage from. Sometimes dark honey is created because of the comb has outgrown. It is old in the comb, like you've taken so long without harvesting it. For example, if it is a Kenyan top bar. So the more the comb grows big, the more heavy it becomes and the more dark it becomes. So how do we harvest this? We remove our frame, we take it in a honey extractor. Honey extractor differ. We have like electric, we have like a manual, we have also like a 2 frame, 5 frame, 20 frames above. you make sure that you first remove a sieve, this seal here, because this extractor cannot spin out the honey when the seal is still on. So we use this knife or a fork, hand capping fork, to remove this seal from this comb. Then we fix it inside. This extractor can come close. We fix it in this extractor. Hold for me here. For example, this is our frame. I don't want to extract this now, but this is our frame. We put it inside, then we spin. As we spin, we are spinning out the honey. It is spinning out the honey. And then we also have honey wine with various flavors, hibiscus flavor, guava flavor, and then plain, just plain flavor, which is classic. There is also bee venom syrup. Bee venom syrup. You have heard of research, people using it in so many, healing so many diseases, including like cancer and other diseases that we cannot talk about. But research has been developed that bee venom is very effective in fighting like abnormal cells in the body, in fighting viruses in your body. So if any disease is caused by a virus, bee venom is a good product. People who are suffering from arthritis mostly have been preferring this bee venom because it does wonders to your bones. We have received people who want to receive bee stings because they have been recommended to get some venom into their blood flow. So bee venom is a very good product. What is bee venom? When a bee stings you, there's that liquid that it pushes into your body that is very painful. So for us, we use a machine to collect that venom and then mix it with some honey for you to take. The most common product that we all know is the honey. This is the honeycomb. This is the honeycomb. So you can chew it. You also have cough. You can just chew this. By the time you finish this in a day, that cough is already gone. So honey is a very good medicine as well.